One. Hello, what's going on, guys? It's Preach, and thank you for joining in today, because I hope to shit that seated to my right is the handsome and extremely sexy Ghost.
What's up?
How's it going, pal? You okay?
Alright, mate, yeah, just a bit tired at the minute. Daughter's teething, but it's all good.
She chewing your nipples?
She's chewed both my nipples off.
Well, they are juicy
Thank God
nipples.
that's all she found.
Those are some juicy-ass fucking nipples, guys, I don't mind telling you. Those are some of the sexiest nipples I've ever seen. In fact, we are sat here naked right now, purely because it's hot as balls. Hot as balls.
True.
Oh, we've already got a quick shout-out from the comments, guys. Can you do it for us? Gleeful. This is a big moment, guys. If you've never heard this before, it's pretty fucking amazing.
Well, backstory of it is, playing a paladin, you've got your bailout button, which is your shield, but we used to do it with a bit of a Star Trek sort
You've
of
already
thing
made
to
it boring.
Yeah, alright. So basically fire it up and leg it, basically go, shields, shields! And that was it, basically.
Straight out of
There you
Commander
go, bud.
Sulu's playbook. Fucking awesome. There is nothing better than when you get into that stream and you hear the big call for the shields, and what do we hear on demand?
Shields!
Shields! Shields! That's right, baby. We love it. And then you see a big shout out to the guys there. So a big holler at you. It's been a big week for us in World of Warcraft and in other gaming. I assume you finished Deus Ex, Andy.
Fuck yeah, I finished Deus Ex.
What do you think?
Amazing game. Really, really good. Well, started it again straight away, basically. I did the first playthrough in, like, complete stealth and pacifist, which is boring as fuck, but it's...
You did your first playthrough as the boring as fuck way to do it.
Well, yeah, it's boring, but it makes the game last, like, 10 times as long. The two main achievements, which were on the console, it was a lot of gamer score, was the first one was called The Foxiest of Hounds.
The foxiest of hounds. Can you not say it with a cool voice like, she was the foxiest of hounds?
I wouldn't be able to say it with...
Is that because she loves
Posh
dogs?
English.
The
Who loves
foxiest of
dogs?
hounds sounds like it's some sort of dog fucker.
It sounds like it's a fox or a hound to me, dude. But yeah, basically the two main ones was not setting any alarm off in the entire game, which was a bit of a fucking nightmare. But the other one, the pacifist, without killing a single person.
You didn't kill anybody.
No. Well, the bosses don't count because you have to kill them brutally, I might add.
Brutally. Is that because you built up all this aggression from
Well,
not
that was
killing
it.
anybody through the
That's
game?
it. That's it. My two biggest qualms with that game is the fact that if you do that, I mean, you get the most experience for doing things silently and undetected, which is awesome, because I love games like that. But they throw in so much fucking cool stuff for, like, you know, like massive machine guns which you can upgrade with, like, curving bullets or tracer rounds and things like that, and I've got a fucking stun gun.
A stun gun.
That's it. And like some pussy ass little taser all the way through it. But yeah, like as soon as I finished the game, I watched the cutscene. It was like, right, cool. Started the game again, picked up the biggest rifle, and just blew the shit out of everyone all the way through.
I don't understand how you got into achievements, because when you played WoW, I never thought of you as an achievement kind of guy. So
No.
you know, you switched
Well,
over to console.
that was
Where's
it.
that come from?
In WoW, it was more superficial stuff. Like I'd do the achievements if it gave you a cool fucking mount or just the title. Really,
Oh.
that was it. I mean, let's be honest. Like the best title for me, I think it was for you as well. The Immortal.
Oh, when I got my immortal target,
Yeah.
I swear I whipped out my cock on the table and gave it a big
I know,
pounding.
I know, we
'Cause that
webcammed.
was fucking
We webcammed.
awesome. We webcammed it. We Skyped. We Skyped that shit.
But yeah, serious though, watching the Q&A, he was talking about nerfs that were coming up.
In WoW. Yeah, it's been a big week for us in WoW. Ragnaros was nerfed pretty much to the fucking ground. It was shocking, really, because he was out of place in the game. Don't get me wrong. Ragnaros Heroic was really fucking hard, and there wasn't a lot of motivation to even kill him. So they just walked in, and because the hard part of it was he's based on fucking health, they nerfed his health, which then made getting to the other parts even easier. So
The other farts.
Huh?
He said the other farts.
The other farts. I'm not farting in here with you. This is too many beans for my liking. But
Yeah, sorry, go on.
yeah, certainly. He was fucking. He was nerfed pretty heavily. So he's definitely doable now. So we're looking to get a kill pretty quickly, I think. So I don't think we're going to have too much fucking hassle in killing that bad son of a bitch.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a pretty interesting week. But I think that it's timed with Diablo 3's launch.
When is that official launch?
Pretty soon. They're in beta now, and it just seems surprising that a lot of guilds were working on Ragnaros Heroic, and then suddenly he's nerfed slightly as beta starts.
Oh, right, I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it's a Blizzard game, so I kind of suspect that has a little something to do with it. They're not stupid; they're a business, and
Yeah.
I think that's definitely got a key to do it. Whether or not there's a guy at Blizzard, the mastermind. I picture the guy out of Inspector Gadget. You know, you asked the
The
claw.
guy you don't see with just
Yeah,
fucking
just the
cat on
claw and the
hand.
cat. I think that is like the guy at Blizzard, and he's sat there and he's going, "I'll get you this time, you scum bastards." And then he goes ahead and nerfs it just in time for Diablo's launch. So it's pretty fucking. It was okay actually. I was waiting for the nerf because I was demotivated on it. I've got to admit, fighting on Ragnaros Heroic is so boring. It's like a 15 fucking minute long fight, man. And if you wipe at any point, and then you have to do all the first 10 minutes again. I mean, you've got this guy here, this Blubzor.
I love Blubzor.
Why do you love him? He's got so many unhappy faces already. He's like Mr. Smiley.
Yeah, but he's Dutch, dude.
He's Dutch. so
all
he's instantly made of win.
No, I fucking love Blub. But yeah, he said it's not nerfed so much. So was it just literally Ragnaros that was nerfed?
Yes, just Raggy. But Raggy was, to be fair, the only truly difficult fight in the game.
Okay.
I would think so.
So, there's no new word on the content yet, the last bit of content?
There's a bit of word. Now, get this. The last fight, Deathwing, is going to have... Get this, right? Deathwing is going to have multiple phases that all drop loot. And when you wipe on a certain phase, you restart from the phase you got to.
That's just a separate boss with that. That's fucking lazy, man.
I don't know if it's lazy. The problem is, when they make these epic fights, the problem with Ragnaros, let me put it down to you this way. Like I say, Ragnaros is like 15 fucking minutes long, right?
Yeah.
So, when you've mastered phase 1, 2, 3, and fucking 4, you're like, holy fucking shit when you wipe on like phase 4, because now you have to do the whole 15 minutes again to get back to that bit to do some learning on it.
Yeah.
Now, what they've said is Deathwing is going to be like the longest fight in World of Warcraft. But because it's so fucking long, they're going to break it into sections, and you get loot from each section that you beat. So, I'm kind of for it, I've got to be honest. I think it's a good idea to make it epic, and not have to go back and do all that shit again, because it gets old really fast where you're trying to learn the other bits.
Yeah. I don't know, it's... Yeah, I see your point, but on the same token, I just think... I don't know, maybe it's a bit of an anticlimax, like the last boss of the content, the fact that it's not just one epic battle, it's in bits. I know what you're saying, like, in terms of progression, where you get through a certain part, you finally do that, and then when you wipe, you don't have to do that again and get frustrated. That's good, I agree with that, but I don't know.
Well, for me, this is how I see it happening, is what they'll do is, they'll split it into, say, 3 segments, just guessing here, obviously we don't know. And each segment will give you some loot once you get to it. And involving killing him at the end will give you some loot. Right. However, I reckon the hard mode will involve you killing all sections first time.
Oh, right, okay.
And then at the end of it, you're going to get this big fatty boner of loot at the end. You know, you're going to get the giant dildo. So you might get, like, the butt plug for doing it, like, on 3 goes. And then you might get the ball tickler for getting it on 2 goes. And then if you do it in 1 go, you're going to get this big black rubber thingy. That's like, that's generally the win-win situation for me.
I just completely fucking zoned out there. It was like a WoW story, and I was nodding away, and then it was just like butt plugs.
Do you know where I got my references from?
I thought you were going to say butt plugs from. Where I got my butt plugs from?
I didn't show you them, so why would you know about that? It's fucking weird.
Well, you're friends with a Dutchie. As if you don't know what a butt plug is.
Well, I'm saying, do you remember when we went to Amsterdam for our weekend?
Oh, yeah, of course.
We went to Amsterdam for a weekend of hearty drinking, as us British lads like to do. We like to go and invade other countries, generally cause a mustard, and then come back.
With the dark group from the old days.
Yeah, we went with some guildies, which was awesome. But do you remember when we went in that sex shop and we played a game of who can find the dirtiest sexy video?
Oh, there was 2. There was one of them that was just fucking overly graphic. Well, not overly graphic, it was a weird fetish, but then there was one which was the master of all porn names.
Go on.
That was it.
Let me drop the other one for you, and then you bring it home with the big zinger.
Alright, you go for the fetish.
The dirty fetish one that we guys saw, right? And Blubzor and Untrill are both Dutch, and you guys can fucking... you guys can, like, take the blame. Yeah, you could take the blame for this video existing over there, guys. Was a fetish of putting your feet in minced beef.
Oh, yeah.
And it had a picture on the cover of a grinder with beef going into it, and then a guy or a woman rubbing the beef on her feet.
But
that was the whole video.
I can remember it like it's printed in my brain. It was 88 minutes long.
88 minutes of foot beef.
I don't know. I mean,
beef feet.
But that's it. You watch decent porn and you're done in a good 5 minutes. I suppose that's why fucking 80 minutes long. It's like, no, I'm not feeling it. Oh, there it is. There's the good stuff. You know, there's the brisket.
Well, you've got to wonder, how do they make that first 5 minutes as the vinegar stroke? Is it like they put the prime rump through the grinder?
I think it's usually showing the meat in the packet. Yeah.
That's some guy rubbing a packet of beef. Oh, that's rough, man. But anyway, to bring it home, what was the dirtiest video we found in Amsterdam?
It was actually a sequel.
A sequel?
It was.
So there was an original?
It was the 4th in the series, and it was called Filthy Fat Fuckers 4. That's pure win. There is not a better name for a fuck. But the best part is we were like fucking kids in a sweet shop. There was like 6 of us all separated in a dirty fucking pawn shop, giggling like kids, trying to find the best name, and it was Filthy Fat Fuckers 4.
Filthy Fat Fucks 4. And I tell you what, I would get off to it.
You have got off to it.
I bought it there and then. Fucking awesome. Let me guys, get on YouTube and see if you can find some Filthy Fat Fuck Sport. And let me tell you, those were some dirty fat bitches in that film, weren't they? There was some fucking whales going on there.
Well, yeah, that That was good.
It was good. It was fucking awesome, man. It was so cool. Anyway, I think we got slightly off topic from the gaming world there, just a little bit, with Filthy Fat Fucks 4. And we also saw a multiple midget madness. Do you remember
Midget madness?
Multiple midget madness. Because if nothing gets me off, like a good midget orgy.
What about... Well, that's it though. It's like midget porn's good, but you know what's better than midget porn?
What do you mean,
multiple midget porn.
I can't believe how cool have you said. Well, there's something good about midget porn, but what makes midget porn better?
That's it. I've got a wide plethora of porn knowledge.
You've been spending too much time on Imgur, I think.
I think so.
Looking at some Filthy Fat Fucks 4.
So yeah, back to topic. Preach has... Well, I say back to topic, I'm going to fucking change it. Preach has finally discovered Twitter. I've been trying to, get him to advertise the channel and everything on Twitter, which I think is an awesome time. But yeah, if you're on Twitter, follow Preach. What's your Twitter name?
Preach Gaming, but I'm just not a social networking kind of guy.
The thing is, at the minute, it's basically just when you follow Preach, and it's easy to get a notification if there's a new video that you're looking for, if you're following on Twitter, and if you can't get on YouTube or anything like that, it's just there then.
I'll tell you what I've done. I've bitten the bullet and I did make a Twitter account, but I basically tied it to the YouTube channel. So
yeah,
I don't really have to go and Twitter, because, I mean, we tried to Twitter the podcast before, didn't we? We tried to Twitter it, and it didn't even work, did it?
That's because your network is shit.
My network is not fucking shit, man. My network is the balls, and it can certainly run fucking Twitter.
Well, yeah, like Blubzor says, don't use Twitter, use Facebook. It's easier, right? It is easier on Facebook, but the thing is, Facebook is so open to spam. From every aspect, there's inbox, there's back and forth. Twitter is just basically sending out a useful piece of information. All it is like a status update constantly. But you can search for keywords and all. I'm just probably preaching that they're converted, but yeah, it's definitely good. So yeah, get following Preach on, was it Preach Gaming? So, yeah, but that's it.
My problem with Facebook is, it seems like a place you go to check what your old girlfriends look like.
Yeah, but it's not just that. It's you go on Facebook to find out like people that you fucking hated in like high school or secondary school or whatever.
Fucking
That's
hate
it.
you.
That's it. Like you knew. You know what? There's a better feeling. And I'm not going to lie about it. In the high school, I wasn't the fucking biggest like dog in the yard or anything like that. But there was some fucking massive guys in high school. And when they friend me on Facebook or something, and if I see them and they're like balding now, or the fat and like with 20 kids, and I just think to myself, I sit there, I look through the picture, and I just think, ha, yeah, you might have dogged me around for 6 years, but you got the last laugh, motherfucker.
I just think,
that's it.
It sounded like a girl's fart.
Well, that's it. It's not a lot of effort. It's just like a smug little. I might be just a fucking smile, like a proper evil Grinch, like grimace of a smile. But yeah. So anyway,
that sounds rough. But you got an old girlfriend on there, didn't you? That was. I'm not going to name names.
Okay, don't name names. Yeah, there was a girl that I used to be with, and it basically ended up really, really badly. But she added me on Facebook a couple of weeks ago. And I showed Preach, and basically she's a fucking planet now. And it made me feel so good looking at the fucking picture of her thinking, eat that, you bitch. And she would.
And she fucking would. And she'd eat it with some cheese sauce and some fucking salsa, baby.
And she'd go for seconds.
She would go for fucking seconds. You know what?
She'd beat your hand out.
Bitch won't be full.
Exactly.
Bitch don't be full. It's a fucking planet. I tell you, I've not had that at all. I mean, I checked the old girlfriends on Facebook when they've been friends to me or whatever, but they all look the fucking same, and that makes me think that maybe they were already dogs.
That's karma, dude. You had too fucking easy an upbringing in terms of birds and shit like that. I got dogged around.
Did I not go through the rough?
Well, that's it. I'm going to be reborn as a phoenix. They're going to be reborn as a dog turd. It's all payback. Anyway,
just on the girlfriend now, how is little Ava doing? Your child, how is she doing?
She's amazing. She's teething.
Yeah, we did talk about the teething of the nipples, but in general, she's doing okay.
But she's doing amazing. Yeah, she's teething. She's a bit cranky when she's awake. But there's I cannot remember the name of it. We give her Bonjela on her gums.
Bonjela, really?
Bonjela, oh yeah.
Is Bonjela the shizzle?
Bonjela is fucking amazing when she can get some out of the empty tube that I've eaten. But
you've eaten the tube of
Bonjela's mint. It's
is it like Ethiopia around your place?
It tastes like what the fuck's the word? Oh, it tastes like like blackjacks.
Oh, you mean aniseed?
Aniseed, yeah.
Yeah, all right, okay.
So it's like, fuck it, it's fine.
Fuck it.
But there's a guy in work who told me about this powder, and I cannot remember the name.
Dude, we can't talk about drugs.
Or me feeding them my child. Well, no, it's basically like Bonjela, but